had a discussion about operators concept. Just we started about operators concept. Just we started, right? Okay. So now let me talk about two types of operators we covered already. What is the first category we discussed, sir? Have you remembered? Arithmetic operators we covered. Arithmetic operators we discussed, sir. Sir, in the arithmetic operator, can you spell out which symbols we covered, which operators we covered, sir? Plus, minus, next and after that multiplication, next division, next and after that modulo. Do you know these operators we covered? Sir, these operators are very common when compared with other languages. Common, same as other operators, right? But among these operators, there is one specialty is there. Anyone, can you please tell what is that specialty? Among these operators, there is one specialty is there. What is that specialty, sir? Do you know division operator always going to generate float values? Are you getting? Always going to generate float values only. Sir, division operator always going to generate float values only, right? Sir, next and after that, yes, there are some two special operators also there in the Python. These operators is by default considered, yeah, floor division operator. Next, this operator is by default considered, yeah. Anyone, can you please tell what these operators are? Exponent operator, right? Okay, power operator, right? Sir, floor division operator. I have one small doubt, sir. Can you please tell what the answer? Immediately you have to tell. Don't take single second time. 10 by 2. What the answer? 10 by 2. What the answer? Vedant. Take a bit very special care. 10 by 2. What the answer, sir? Sir, the answer is 5.0. Just now I covered this point, man. Because division operator always going to return only float values. Remember that. Sir, same 10 by 2 I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what the answer? Floor division. Now you are going to get 5. Okay. Here I'm taking 10 by 2. Can you spell out what is the answer by default we are going to get? Can you please spell out? 5.0 by default we are going to get. Sir, observe the difference, right? Sir, this division operator always going to provide float value only. But floor division, sir, can provide either float value or int value based on the argument. If the arguments are int type, the result is always int type. If the arguments are float type, the result is always float type. Observe that, sir. So floor division can work. Floor division can work for both sir, for int values, for float value, but the division operator, normal division operator will always generate only floating point value only. That's all. So next and after that, 10 power 2. What the output by default we are going to get, sir? 10 power 2 itself is nothing but 100. By default, you people aware. So this is what we covered. But related to this, one more thing I covered, sir. Plus and star, these operators are applicable for str type also. I mean for string type also, these operators are by default applicable, sir. Sir, if I can consider Durga plus soft I'm taking, then automatically what is the answer by default we are going to get, sir? Durga soft. What is the answer by default? Durga soft like this. Plus operator, happily it is going to be applicable for string, then concatenation operator, right? Can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get now? Durga plus 10. Durga plus 10. What is the error, sir? Sir, error by default you are going to get. What is the reason for that is, if you want to apply for string, plus operator for the string, compulsory both arguments should be string type only. One is a string, the other one is a non-string. Immediately we are going to get error, sir. Next, sir, here I cover Durga into 3. Can you spell out? Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Yes. What is the output by default we are going to get? Durga 3 times by default we are going to get, sir. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? 3 Durga. Is it valid or not? Yes, no problem at all. Either Durga 3 or 3 into Durga, both the things are always same. This is called the multiplication operator or repetition operator, right? Okay. So now I want to take Durga. Next and after that soft like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what the output by default we are going to get, sir? Okay, invalid. Python is not going to support like this, because star operator if you want to apply for string, compulsory one argument should be string, the second argument should be, do you know, right, number. By mistake if you are taking any other, immediately error by default you are going to get, sir. Okay, that's all. Next and after that, even we covered about relational operators, right? I hope you know relational operators we discussed, sir. Sir, relational operators, do you know, sir, less than, next less than or equal to, next greater than or equal to, these things we covered, sir. Okay, sir, like happily we can apply these relational operators for numbers. You can apply for numbers, you can apply, you know, numbers, number values are there, sir. For strings also you can apply, sir. Durga, suppose if I consider 10 greater than 20, can I spell out what is the answer we are going to get, sir? 10 greater than 20, 10 greater than 20, what the answer, sir? False is the answer. Okay, sir, now is it applicable for the string or not? Yes, man. Durga is less than some Ravi, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Okay, true itself is the answer. What is the reason for that? If you are using relational operators for string type, then by alphabetical order wise, by alphabetical order it is going to be considered, sir. Of course, internally ASCII code is going to be considered, or Unicode is going to be considered, sir. Okay, remember ASCII code or Unicode or alphabetical order, based on that comparison by default will be there, sir. Next one after that, even if you want, you can perform comparison for the Boolean type also, no problem at all. Can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get now? True, greater than, false. What is the answer, sir? Array, true, greater than, false. What is the answer we are going to get? The answer is, sir, true. Oi, true, greater than, false. The answer is true, because the reason for that is internally true means 1, false means 0. Internally true means 1, false means 0. 1 greater than 0, 1 greater than 0. Okay, like what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Okay, so the output is true by default we will get. Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Next one after that, here, sir, one small doubt. Some people are asking, sir, what is the calculation, sir? How this comparison is going to be happen? Sir, make sure it is not going to compare complete comparison, complete string. It is always going to compare only character by character. First here, what is the first character? D. And here, what is the first character? R. Sir, which one is the bigger? Which one is the bigger? D and R. Which one is the bigger? R. R is the bigger. According to ASCII code, R will come. That's why R is the bigger. If the first character level you are going to decide, then it's never going to compare second character, right? Directly it's going to return so true. Are you getting right? Are you in a position to understand? So there are no special mathematics is there, sir. Just a D, sir, D and R. That's why first Durga will come. After that, Ravi is going to come according to alphabetical order. That's why Durga is less than Ravi. Sir, I'm taking, sir, just Roja. Roja, I'm taking. Roja is less than. Roja is less than. Sir, sir, something like Roja is less than Ramya. Like I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get, sir? What the answer by default you are going to get? You have to tell. Sir, first one R. Oh, first character matched. That's why comparison is not going to be happen with respect to first character. Now O and A. Obviously, O and A. O is bigger than A. That's why it is bigger than Ramya. That's why then automatically you are using less than symbol. That's why what is the answer by default you are going to get, sir? False. Yes, I hope you can able to understand, right? Here no special mathematics, right? Only character by character it is going to compare until deciding the result. Okay, make sure. Next, even for Boolean also, happily you can apply, sir. Sir, 10 greater than true I'm taking. Anyone can you please tell the answer? 10 greater than true. Array, respond. 10 greater than true. What is the answer, sir? True by default we are going to get. What is the reason? You know. Okay, like next one after that, here, sir, 10 greater than Durga I'm taking. 10 greater than Durga I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get, sir? Immediately Python is going to give left and right. Python will give left and right, because the reason is one is a number, second one is the string. How you can compare these two things, man? Okay, even this string can't be converted into number, if it is a Boolean we can able to talk as 1 or 0, but it's the string. That's why, sir, you can't compare. Immediately type error by default we are going to get, sir. Okay, make sure. Next and after that, even I covered one more point, sir. 10 less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, something like this. Can you please tell? This is called chaining. Regarding chaining are relational operators, right? Chaining are relational operators like this. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Chaining of relational operators, is it valid or not? Yes, sir, no problem at all. Can you please tell how the output is going to be considered, sir? Yes, good. How the output is going to be considered? Vedant Tiwari, take a bit special care. How the output is going to be considered, sir? If all the conditions, if all comparisons are true, then the result is true. If all comparisons are true, then the result is true. At least one comparison false, then the result is false. Remember that, sir. If all comparisons are true, then the result is true. If at least one comparison false, then automatically the result is false. Here 10 less than 20, satisfied. 20 less than 30, satisfied. 30 less than 40, satisfied. That's why the answer by default we are going to get true, sir. Make sure, sir. 10 less than 20, greater than 30, sir, less than 40, next less than 50, less than 60 I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the answer by default we are going to get, sir? False. Because the reason you know right. Sir, here 10 less than 20, true, sir. 30 less than 40, true. 40 less than 50, true. 50 less than 60, true. All conditions are true except this one. Regarding 20 greater than 30, sir, false. At least one condition is the false, then the result is always false, sir. Everyone can aware? Are you able to understand? Chaining of relational operators by default applicable, sir. The people who are coming from Java background, by seeing these kind of things, immediately your hand is always going for error, sir. Error like no. But in Python it is acceptable. But in Java it is the compatible errors only. Remember that, sir. Okay, sir. That's all. Up to this we covered in the yesterday session. I mean last session, right? Sir, now let me perform postmortem on next operators, right? Okay, sir, now the next operators are equality operators, right? Sir, which are equality operators? Okay, either double equal or not equal. These operators are by default considered equality operators, right? Not equal and double equal. These operators are by default considered as equality operators, right? Sir, equality operators you can apply for any type, even for incompatible types also, no problem at all. What is the meaning of that? I will explain with a small examples, right? Don't worry about that. Okay, here I'm taking 10 double equal to 20. Anyone can you please tell what the answer we are going to get? Array 10 double equal to 20. What the answer we are going to get? No, false, because 10 and 20 both are not equal, man. Sir, 10 not equal to 10, not equal to 20. Can you please tell what the answer by default we are going to get, sir? 10 not equal to 20. What is that answer we will get? True itself is the answer, sir. Yes, remember. Sir, not required to execute, sir. Not required to execute. If you consider 10 double equal to 20, happily false is the answer. 10 not equal to 20. Not equal to 20 itself is the true is the answer, sir. Okay, clear, right? Next, sir, if I can take 10 double equal to true, I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the answer? 10 double equal to true. What is the answer? False. Because the reason is 10, but true means 1. True means 1. 10 and 1 both are not same. That's why false itself is the answer, sir. Make sure. Next I'm taking false double equal to false. False double equal to false. Are you getting right? Sir, here what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? True. Remember this one. False and false both are equal. That's why the output we are going to get true, sir. Sir, make sure Vedanti very. Make sure, sir, double equal operator. It's always going to compare addresses. Always going to compare content comparison only. Remember that. But in Java, terminology is the difference, sir. Vedanta. In Java, that is a different terminology. But here, double equal operator always talks about content comparison only. It never going to compare address comparison, right? If you want to require address comparison, there is some way is there. Already I covered in the last sessions. I hope, okay? Is operator is there, sir. Okay, sir, make sure. But here, anyway, sir, false. Here, content comparison only, right? Sir, next I'm taking, sir. Here just Durga double equal to Durga I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the answer, sir? Durga double equal to Durga. What is the answer, sir? Durga double equal to Durga. What is the answer by default we are going to get? Okay, happily true itself is the answer by default we will get, sir. Because content wise both are same or not? Yes. Suppose if I can take 10 double equal to Durga. 10 double equal to Durga I'm taking, sir. 10 double equal to Durga. Can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Do you know the output is, sir, false is the answer. Remember, sir, if the compatibility is not there, you never going to get any error. Janacharya, take a bit special care. If compatibility is not there, simply returns false. So you can apply for any type this double equal operator, no problem at all. If the content is the same, returns true. If the content is not same, then simply returns false, man. What is the answer we are going to get? False. Remember, what is the answer we are going to get? False. We never going to get errors. Remember this one. Okay. Like next, here I'm taking. Sir, make sure. Sir, that's all this is. If the content is the same, returns true. If the content is not same, returns false. Double equal operator always talks about comparison only. I mean content comparison only. Okay, that's all. Next, even for equality operators, chaining concept is also applicable, sir. Sir, something like 10 double equal to 20, double equal to 30, double equal to 40, something like I'm going to take, sir. Is it applicable or not? Yes. Chaining concept is applicable for double equal operator. No problem at all. Can you spell out what the answer we are going to get? What the answer we are going to get? Yeah, the answer by default we are going to get is false because rule is the same. If at least one comparison returns false, the result is always false. If all comparisons returns true, the result is true, sir. If all comparisons returns true, the result is true. If at least one comparison returns false, then the result is always false. Simple, sir. Now, if you want to observe that 10 double equal to 20, double equal to 30, double equal to 40, sir, double equal to 50, I'm taking. What the answer? Respond, man. What the answer we are going to get? Okay, false, because all are false only. All are false only. That's why the answer by default you are going to get false is the answer, sir. Sir, now I'm taking 10 double equal to 5 plus 5 double equal to 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 double equal to, sir, double equal here just double equal to, sir, double equal to 3 plus 7 double equal to 3 plus 7 double equal to 2 into 5. 2 into 5, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Can you please cross check? In all cases, true is the answer or not? Yes, man. I hope you can able to understand, sir. That's all. So this type of thing, all conditions are true, then only the result is true, sir. Otherwise, the result is always false. Remember that, sir. Okay, sir. Now I'm taking A double equal to 97. A double equal to 97. Can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Can you please expect? Remember that false. One is number, the other one is the string. One is number, the other one is the string. Here don't feel, sir, the corresponding Unicode value by default is going to be considered and so on. If you compare two strings, then the corresponding one is number, the other one is string, then automatically false is the answer, because char, such a type of data type is not there in Java. Remember that. Clear? Are you able to understand? Okay, that's all, sir. Sir, this is so chaining concept is applicable. Chaining concept is applicable, right, for all. Now I have one more small doubt, sir. Just Divya asked one doubt, sir. This double equal operator never going to raise any error. Is it true or false? Because almost all conditions we checked, except complex numbers. Let me check that possibility also. Okay, only that possibility also. Let me check, sir. Let me check. Sir, 10 plus 2j double equal to 10 plus 2j or not. What will happen, sir? True is the answer. Wow, wonderful. Next, here 10 plus 2j double equal to Durga I'm taking. Can you please tell what the answer? Array 10 plus 2j double equal to Durga, like this. What the answer? False is the answer. Everyone can able to understand, right? Yes. Are you in a position to understand? I'm sure, sir. Double equal operator, I mean equality operators, never going to rise any error, even for complex numbers also. Every time they are going to check only content. Are you getting? Next, if both are different types, simply going to return false. That's also this much. How simple, man. How simple. In Java, if you are going to ask these kind of things, minimum 4 to 5 cases, compiler is going to give left and right, sir. Remember that, sir. This type of terminology not applicable. This type of terminology, chaining, is not applicable in Java. Next, if you are comparing two different types, then immediately you will get compile time error. Next, do you know double equal operator? Double equal operator always meant for okay. Double equal operator always meant for address comparison. But like in Java, there are multiple loopholes are there, sir. To understand double equal operator, minimum, do you know, 1 hour I require to explain in Java sessions. But here nothing. Straightforward, sir. Straightforward. Content is the same or not? Content is the same or not? Yes, ma'am. Content is the same. Returns are true. Content is different. Content is different. Or the types are different. Simply returns false. That's all. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Next, the chaining operator is applicable for equality or not? Yes, equality operator chaining is also possible. If all the conditions are true, then the result is true. If at least one condition false, then automatically the result is false, sir. That's all. This is about equality operators. Still anyone having the doubts? Please respond. Still anyone having the doubts? Okay, that's all. Next one, take a bit very special case, sir. Next operator is a bit dangerous. More concentration must be required. Okay, sir, more concentration must be required, right? Please make sure you people should aware. Okay, sir. Now there are one or two members are asking the doubts before that. Sir, what is the difference between single equal, double equal? What is the difference between single equal and double equal? Om is asking this question, sir. Single equal meant for what? Assignment operator. Double equal meant for what? Comparison operator. Are you getting? Sir, A is equal to 10. If I can take like this, sir, 10 value we are assigning to A. This is nothing but assignment operator, right? Next, double equal operator, if you can take, sir, A under 10, both are equal or not, I'm asking. Are you getting? A under 10, the value of A under 10, both are equal or not. This is what comparison operator. Okay, that's all. Next, some people are asking, sir, now my question is, 10 double equal to 10.0, both are same or not? What answer you can able to tell? Are you getting? 10 double equal to 10.0. Sir, can you please tell what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Okay, 10 double equal to 10.0. 10 double equal to 10.0. Sir, observe that true. Man, take a bit very special care. very special care. Take a bit very special care, because 10, one is smaller type, the second one is bigger type. Automatically, smaller type will be promoted as bigger type. Remember that. Smaller type will be promoted as bigger type. Then automatically 10 will become 10.0. Both the things are always the same. If incompatible types, then the result we are going to get a false, sir. Remember that. Sir, I'm taking 10. Here, just observe. 10 I'm taking. Can you please observe? What is this 10? 10 is what type? Array 10 is what type? Int type. But this 10 is what type? This 10 is what type? String type. Can you please observe? Can you please observe the difference, right? Because int and string both are not compatible, but int and float both are compatible or not? Because both are at the end, both are numbers only, right? Okay? Don't get the doubts, sir. Take a bit very special care. Okay? 10 and 10.0. What is the answer we are going to get? True. 10, sir, just I'm taking 10, false is the answer by default you will get. Clear, right? Sir, based on this, 10 double equal to, sir, 1 double equal to true I'm taking. Can you please tell what the answer now? Getting the doubts. Are you getting it? So, because this analysis must be required, sir. 1 double equal to true. What is the answer, sir? Sir, true. Because the reason for that is, Boolean is compatible with the int. Boolean is compatible with the int. Because the reason for that is, internally it is treated as what? Internally it is treated as what? Make sure internally it is treated as what? 1. That's why what output by default we are going to get, sir? True. True is the answer, right? Now, sir, still some people are asking, sir, case sensitive or not? Case sensitive or not? Okay, sir, case sensitive or not? Yes, case sensitive, man. Remember that, sir, lower case and upper case, definitely there is a bigger difference is there. Both are not the same. Remember that. Okay, so like you should aware. Okay, like sir, bigger type means usually float is considered as bigger than into something like in other languages. This type of style is there, Divya. Okay, sir, anyway, both are numbers, compatibility is there, so 10 10.0 both are equal. That's why we are going to get a true. If I can take 10 double equal to 10.1, can you spell out what the answer? Divya, can you please? 10 double equal to 10.1. What is the answer we are going to get, sir? False. Because 10 10.0 usually my Python is going to consider as true. True, sir. Both are 10 and 10.0 both are equal. But 10 10.1 both are not equal, right? So take a bit very special case. Some unexpected answers also. Sometimes you people are saying. Now clarity is there? Yes. Are you getting that? Clarity is there? if compatibility is there, then automatically it is going to be treated as, okay, sir, content comparison. If compatibility is not there, then automatically it's going to treat as false only. Remember. Next, Parda is asking one question. 10.10 is double equal to 10.1 or not? What answer you can able to tell? Respond. Last one. I won't spend much time. 10.10 double equal to 10.1. Can you please tell, sir? 10.10 double equal to 10.1. If really our according to our analysis, definitely it should be true only, right? Definitely it should be true, because really our according to our analysis, because sir, if you can take this 0 or not, no difference at all in the value, sir, this value and this value both are equal or not? Exactly same. That's why what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? True. Okay, that's all. Next, cinema, sir. Okay, this is, sir, now that's all. These are various things you people should be aware about equality operators, right? Sir, now the next cinema, take a bit very special case, sir. Logical operators. Are you getting? Logical operators, right? Sir, more concentration must be required. Don't get confused. Do you know? And operator is there, R operator is there, and not operator is there. Can I spell out how many operators are there? Sir, and operator, R operator, not operator, right? And R not. Okay, remember. Sir, now we can apply for all types, right? Sir, you can apply for the Boolean type, you can apply for non-Boolean type also, no problem at all. You can apply for all the types, right? Okay, and R not. Sir, if it is the Boolean type, for the Boolean type, what is the behavior, sir? For the Boolean type, what is the behavior? Make sure, sir. When under returns true, anyone can you please tell? When under returns true, if both arguments are true, then only result is true, sir. Are you getting? Then only true. Sir, when R returns true, anyone can you please tell, sir? If at least one argument, if at least one argument is true, then result is true, sir. Remember this one, sir. Not operator, you know, not operator, it's something like opposite operation, right? Okay, that's all, sir. Make sure if it is the boolean, sir, we know the behavior, sir. So no confusion, it is straightforward. Whatever we learn from our childhood onwards, same terminology by default will be there, sir. Okay, very simple. Just observe that true and sir, false I'm taking. Anyone can you please tell what the answer? Rate true and false. What the answer? True and false. False is the answer. Next, true or false. True or false. What the answer? True. Yes, it's very clear. Next, not true. Anyone can you please tell what the answer? Not true. False is the answer, sir. Okay, straightforward, sir. Here we are not required to spend much time, because already you people aware. If you apply for the Boolean types, what is the and, what is the R, and what is the not? Now the next question is for non-Boolean types. For non-Boolean types, remember this one, sir. For non-Boolean types, I want to apply for non-Boolean types. How the behavior will be there, sir? Think very carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, more concentration must be required, sir. Okay, 0 in general, 0 means what? False, sir. In general, 0 means what? False. Remember that for the non-Boolean type, 0 means false. Non-zero means true, sir. Remember this one, non-zero means true. Next, empty string. Okay, empty string is always treated as false only. Just keep these points in your mind. 0 means what? Array, 0 means what? False. Non-zero means true. Empty string is always what? False. False is the answer, sir. Okay, well, keep these points in your mind, sir. Sir, don't get confused. More important loopholes I'm going to talk. Observe that, sir. Okay, here I'm taking x and y. X and y, sir. Sir, now these are not Boolean type. X and y are not Boolean type. Can you please observe what is the behavior of x and y? Remember that, sir. So very simple. This is which operator, right? And operator, right? Sir, take very special case, sir. If evaluates to, if x evaluates to false, if x evaluates to false. Sir, if first one is the false, then the result is always false or not? Respond. If the first one is the false, then the result is always false or not? That's why observe carefully, sir. Observe carefully. If x evaluates to false, then result is x. Otherwise, returns y, sir. Observe carefully. If you are applying for numbers, then the result is not true or false. The result is either x or y. Like this, output is going to come. So very simple. AND operator. First one I am going to compare. If the first one is evaluates to false, how you can able to evaluate the first one is the false? Already I told, sir. If the first one is the zero means false. If the first one is empty string is the false. Sir, some people are asking what is the meaning of empty string. Sir, just quotes open and quotes close. Are you getting? Any content is there in between the quotes? Any content is there in between the quotes? No. So such type of thing is by default considered as empty string. The length of that string is 0. String contains 0 number of characters. Is by default considered as empty string. Onkar, I hope you can able to understand what is the meaning of empty string. So now, if x evaluates to false, return x. Otherwise, returns y. Remember these ones are very simple AND operator. Sir, first one is the true or false? If the first one is the false, simple man, returns x. If the first one is the true, then automatically returns y. That's all, sir. This is the behavior, right? Sir, now I'm taking 10 and 20. Can you please tell what the answer? Respond. Besran, already there. 10 and 20. What the answer we are going to get? That's what I told. Don't get confused. If you can apply these operators for the Boolean, the result is always Boolean. Remember this, the result is always Boolean. If you apply these operators for non-Boolean, the result is not Boolean. So now very simple. If x and y, now evaluate this x. If the x is false, how you can consider x is the false, sir? According to our rule. What is the rule, sir? 0 means what? 0 means what? False. Sir, non-zero means true. Empty string means false. Remember, is it 0 or empty string? Like I have to check, sir. Now, observe a bit carefully. If x evaluates to false, then the result is x. Otherwise, returns y. Sir, 10, is it true or false? 10, is it true or false? Remember, is it true or false? Sir, true. If x is false, then the result is x. Otherwise, returns y. 10 is not false, true. That's why if first one is not evaluates to false, then returns y. What is the answer? Don't get confused. Okay. What is the answer we are going to get? Good, man. Good. A small challenging thing. Observe. What is the answer we are going to get? Each and every person, can you please respond? Each and every person you should. Okay. Very simple. How you can consider 10 as the true? Some person is asking. Already I told, right? Non-zero means true. 0 means false. Are you getting? Can you please observe that? Non-zero means true and 0 means what? False. Okay. Like everyone, can you please tell what is the answer? Yes, man. Some people already start saying, good. Tell whatever possible answer, man. Based on your answer, whether I require to explain once again, I will decide. Yes. Okay. Very clear, sir. Very clear. Minimum 60 to 70% of the people are not getting the concept. Okay. Don't get just here. Don't get confused. Very freshly. Let me start once again. You can. Minimum, sir, please. The minimum 50% of the people or 60% of the people are not getting. Okay. Just for the sake, I will repeat once again. The people who got no problem at all. Just legend, sir. Legend. Sir, we have 3 logical operators are there. How many operators are? 3 operators, right? What is the first one? AND operator. Second one, OR operator. Third one, NOT operator, right? We have 3 operators are there. Now, we can apply these operators. We can apply these operators, sir, either for Boolean type, either for Boolean type or for non-Boolean type. Are you getting right? You can apply these operators either for Boolean type or for non-Boolean type. Remember this one. Take very special care, sir. Okay. If it is the Boolean type, the result is always Boolean only. Okay. From our childhood onwards, already we aware, sir. Sir, true and true is nothing but true. True or false is nothing but true. Like you know. For the Boolean type, the result is always you are going to get either true or false only. Remember. But for the non-Boolean type, if you apply, the result need not be Boolean. Remember this, sir. The result need not be Boolean. Sometimes you may get numbers also. Clear? Are you able to understand up to this? Sir, how many logical operators are there? Array, respond. How many logical operators are there? 3. And are not. Sir, I want to apply for Boolean, sir. I want to apply for Boolean. Sir, can you please tell true and false? Remember, what is the answer? For the Boolean, Boolean, the result is always Boolean only. Sir, true and false. What is the answer, sir? False is the answer. False is the answer. Do you know? Sir, still some people are telling true. Observe, if both arguments are true, then only AND operator returns true. Correct or not? When AND operator returns true, from our childhood onwards, we know when the AND operator returns true, if both are true, then only the result is true. Are you getting that? If at least one is false, then the result is always false. Sir, first one is the true, but second one is the false. That's why false is the answer. Up to this is the clear? Yes, man, Satish. Up to this is the clear? Okay? Well. Now, true, don't get confused. It's a very easy concept only. True or false? Anyone, can you please tell what the answer we are going to get? True, because it is the or operator. At least one condition is the true. At least one condition is the true. Then automatically the result is the true. Okay? Next, not true. Not true means opposite, complement operator, right? Then automatically false is the answer. Clear? For the Boolean, if we apply these operators for the Boolean, what answer by default you are going to get? Any explanation is required? Any explanation is required? Please confirm. Yes, please confirm. Up to this, any sir explanation is required? Okay, that's all. Next, listen a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, if you apply non-Boolean type, non-Boolean, sir, the arguments are not true or false. The arguments are not true or false. If the arguments are not true or false, but internally we require to evaluate is it true or false. Usually, sir, zero means always treated as false, man. Remember this one. Zero means what? Always treated as false. Non-zero means wherever non-zero you are taking for Boolean, always treated as the true, sir. Remember this one. Non-zero means always treated as the true, sir. Next, empty string. Empty string means nothing is there. Just sir, quote open, quotes close. That's all. In the middle, how many characters are there? Zero number of characters. That empty string is always treated as false. Just keep these points in your mind. Zero means what? Zero means what? Zero means what? False. Non-zero means what? True. Empty string means false. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Zero means what? Anyone, can you please tell? Zero means what? True or false? Zero means what? False. If I can take 10 means what? Non-zero. Non-zero means considered as true. Non-zero means considered as true, sir. Now observe that. X and Y, sir. X and Y. Sir, now assume X and Y both are numbers. Assume X and Y both are numbers because it's not Boolean type. Number, if the first one is false, sir, if the first is the false, treated as the false, return X. Remember that, sir. If the first one is true, evaluate to true, then returns Y. Remember this one, sir. Returns Y. Let me explain once again. If the first one evaluates to false, then the answer is always X only. If the first one is the true, evaluates to true, internally it is treated as the true, then Y is the answer. Clear, right? Sir, let me document once again. If X is evaluates to, if X is evaluates to false, then return, okay, return X. Otherwise, returns Y. Sir, have you observed? Output is always written either X or Y. But when X will be written, when Y will be written, think a bit carefully. If X treated as false, then we have to return X. If X is not false, not internally false, then we have to return Y. Everyone can abate? Can you please read this statement 1 or 2 times? Then you can able to understand. Okay. Now I'm taking 0 and 20. I'm taking, sir. Now take a bit very special care. What is the first argument? 0. Is 0 evaluates to false or not? 0 means what? Internally 0 means what? False only. 0 means false. If it is false, if the first one is false, then returns what I have to return, sir? Return X. What is the X value? 0. Are you getting right? What is the X value? 0. Sir, everyone can able to understand? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, sir, very simple. Now let me cross check. 0 and 20. What is the answer, sir? 0 is the answer. Sir, 0 and 200 or 2000. 0 is the answer. Because first argument evaluates to. The first argument evaluates to. Sir, what is that, sir? Okay, false. If the first argument evaluates to false, then automatically X is the answer. Otherwise, Y is the answer. Sir, this line under this example, any doubt? Yes, man. Up to this is the clear, right? Okay. Now, good. Excellent, man. Excellent. 10 and 20. Okay. Can you please tell the answer, sir? 10 and 20. Sir, is it internally? Is it true or false? Is it true or false? Please respond. Is it true or false? If it is the true, then we require to consider second value. If it is the false, then we require to consider first value. If X is false, then return X. Otherwise, returns Y. Sir, it is not false. That's why we have to return Y. Can you please tell what the answer? Everyone can you please tell what the answer? According to our line, what is the answer? Please respond, each and every person. What is the answer we are going to get for this? Please respond. What is the answer we are going to get? 20. What there inside, man? Is this line is clear? Is this line is clear? Okay. Sir, now 10 and 20. 10 and 20. What answer by default we are getting? 20 is the answer. Remember that, sir. Sir, now here just observe a bit carefully, sir. I'm taking 1 and Durga. I'm taking. Listen a bit carefully, sir. 1 and Durga. Can you please guide? What is the answer? Is it true or false? Is it true or false? First one, true. If it is the true, second one we require to consider. Then automatically, what answer by default we are getting? Durga. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, now 0 and Durga I'm taking. Can you please guide? What is the output we are going to get now? If the first one is false, do you know? If the first one evaluates to false, return first one only. Then what is the output, sir? Please respond. Don't get confused. What is the output we are going to get? Sir, 0 is the answer. Sir, please, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Don't get confused, man. Don't get confused. Okay? Sir, just this line, make sure, sir. Sir, very simple. If you apply these operators for non-Boolean type, then how the evaluation will be there, sir. Okay? If the first one is the false, then X is the answer. Otherwise, Y is the answer. Now, what I want to take, sir? Reverse X or Y. X or Y. Sir, X or Y. Can you please observe a bit very carefully, sir? Sir, X or Y. If X is true, think a bit carefully. If the first one is the true, am I required to consider Y? Because the result is always true or not? Religion. If the first one is the true, assume in the R operator. If the first one is the true, then the result is always what? So true only. You know. So if the first one evaluates to, if X is evaluates, if X is evaluates to true, then returns X. Otherwise returns return Y, sir. Are you able to understand? Sir, in the case of AND, we require to evaluate the false. Sir, if the first one is false, return X. Because if the first argument is the false, we are not required to compare second one. Because AND operator always returns X only. Same. Here just observe. If X evaluates to true, then returns X. Otherwise returns Y. Don't get confused, right? Don't get confused. Can you please observe? Please read this line. If the first one is, if X is evaluates to true, then returns X, otherwise return Y. Can you please tell 10 or 20? What is the answer? Please respond each and every person. Please respond each and every person. Sir, this is the R operator. Sir, this is it true or false? 10 means true or false? If the first one is the true, what is the need of comparing second one? Directly return first one only. Then simply answer is the 10. Regarding simply answer is the 10. If I can take 0 or 20, can you please tell what the answer now? What the answer now? 0 or 20. Sir, first one is the true or false? First one is the false, man. If the first one is the false, obviously second one we require to consider. Clear? With pleasant mind, if you can able to think, then you can able to understand. Not that much difficult, sir. Okay, sir. Now here just observe that 10 or 20. What the answer? Can you please tell? 10 or 20. What the answer? 10 or 20. 10 itself is the answer. Sir, 0 or 20. What is the answer? 20 is the answer. Okay, that's all. Make sure, sir. What you people, definitely it is a bit confusion point. So what you have to do, even if I'm going to repeat multiple times, every time you are going to get the same confusion. After completing this class, just make sure this video, a particular point, whatever I explained, write that lines on the paper and analyze with pleasant mind. You can able to get mine. Okay, these are not big deal. Very easy things, because first time we are seeing confusion, right? That's why you may feel okay a bit difficult, but nothing is there, sir, in this case. Clear? Are you able to understand? Yes, man. Yes, that's all. So this is what you should aware. Okay. Yes, Nirmal. Yes, correct. Okay, can you please tell? Sir, my intention is not to create confusion, but some students are asking the doubt. 0 or 0. Can you please tell what the answer? 0 or 0. What the answer, sir? 0 or 0. Can you spell out what the answer we are going to get? Okay, sir, this is the R operator. R operator means if the first one is the true or false. If the first one is the true or false. If the first one is evaluates to false, then return second argument. What is the second argument, sir? Second argument is always 0 only. That's why what output by default you are going to get, 0 is the answer. Because first one evaluates to false, then obviously second one I have to return. Second one is the 0 only. That's why 0 or 0. The answer is always 0, sir. Because this 0 is going to be considered. Was clear? So that's all this is. Next, last one, sir. Last one is very simple. Very simple I saved for you. Don't worry about that. Sir, not X. Not X, sir. X, not X. Sir, very simple. Very simple. Luckily, this operator always going to return Boolean value only. Boolean value only, sir. Okay. This operator is always going to return Boolean value only. Sir, if it is true, if it is evaluates to true, then the output is false. If this X evaluates to false, then output is always true, sir. Okay. Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. Very carefully. Not 10. Please guide what the answer we are going to get. Yes, ma'am. Please guide. What the answer we are going to get? 10. 10 means true or false? 10 means true or false? True. 10 means true because non-zero is always going to true. Sir, not operator means what output we are going to get, sir? False is the answer because it is the true. True will be complemented, then false is the answer. Okay. Now take a bit very special care. Not 10. What the answer? False is the answer. Don't get confused. Not 10. False is the answer. Now I'm taking, sir. Now I'm taking not empty. What the answer? Not empty. What is the answer? Empty string is treated as empty string treated as false. False. For the false, not means true is the answer we are going to get. Are you getting? Sir, not empty string. What is the answer? True. Not zero. What is the answer? Please respond. Not zero. What is the answer? Zero. Zero means what? False. Not false means true is the answer. Clear, right? Yes. Okay. Yuvraj, you are asking some doubt. Can you please paste once again the doubt? Yes. Okay. That's all. This is what you people should aware. I hope not required to keep much explanation, right? Okay. Yuvraj, you are asking some doubt. Can you please? Yeah. You have to tell, sir. You have to tell R operator. R operator, if the first one is the true, consider first one. Otherwise, consider second one. You know, sir is asking the question. 0 or true, sir. What the answer we are going to get? Immediately you have to tell. Don't take much time. 0 or true. Sir, first one is the true or false? First one is the true or false? If the first one is the false, then consider second one, second value. What is the second value? True. Okay. 0 or true. Okay. True is the answer. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all, sir. Most of the people are getting confusion. But sir, you should aware these loopholes also, man. you should aware these loopholes also. Okay, remember. Next, some people are asking, wonderful, because these people are coming from Java. All the loopholes they are asking. Just a matter of 1 minute. I won't spend much time, sir. My intention is not to create, sir. Sir, observe that a bit carefully. What the answer we are going to get? Beautiful, sir. Beautiful example. Beautiful example. What the answer we are going to get now? Sir, 10 or 10 by 0. 10 or 10 by 0. Can you please? 10 or 10 by 0. Can you please tell, is it true or false? 10. Is it true or false? True. If it is the true, consider first value only. Consider first value only. Second value is not going to be executed. Actually, if everything goes fine, it is the true. If it is the true, consider only first value. Second one is not going to be executed. Sir, 1 minute. Let me cross check. Let me cross check if short circuit operators are available or not. We will discuss. Don't worry about that. 10 or 10 by 0. 10 or 10 by 0. What is the answer we are going to get? 10. What is the reason? You know, right? What is the reason? You know. Because the reason is it true or false? I respond, is it true or false? True. In the case of R, if the first one is the true, consider first one only. Why it is not going to be evaluated? If it is going to be evaluated, then you are going to get the error, sir. 0 or 10 by 0. Please tell what the answer. 0 or 10 by 0. What the answer we are going to get now? 0 or 10 by 0. Because first one is the false. If the first one is the false, second one I have to consider. But whenever we are considering second one 10 by 0, what will happen, sir? Have you observed? 0 division error. Everyone can able to understand, right? 0 division error like this. Good, man. Okay, that's all. This is more enough. Not required to talk, sir. If you are having any 1 or 2 doubts, what you can do? Just execute, confirm the thing. Still, if you are not going to get, please let me know. I will explain. Don't worry, sir. Sir, now is it clear for all of you, right? What is this operators, right? What is this operator? Logical operators, right? 3 operators are available and are not. These operators, these operators, okay, are applicable for the Boolean type. If it is the Boolean type, yes, simple, sir. Okay, if it is the non-Boolean type, compulsory this analysis must be required. What is the behavior of and? Next, what is the behavior of R? You people should aware clearly, right? Okay, that's all. Next, there is one concept is there, sir, named with bitwise operators. But the concepts are bitwise operators, right? Okay, bitwise operators. Okay, like sir, which are bitwise operators, right? Okay, remember that. Very simple. Bitwise operators, right? Sir, why the word bitwise? Happily we can apply. Happily we can apply these operators bit by bit. Again, bitwise we are going to apply. That's why these operators are called bitwise operators, right? Sir, which operators are there? Okay, which operators are there? Very simple. And operator, and operator, next r operator, and operator, r operator, next this operator is also there. What is the meaning? We will discuss. Xr, mostly xr related operator, right? Next, and after that, sir, this is complement operator is there. Next left shift operator is there, right shift operator is there, sir. Are you getting? These operators are by default considered as bitwise operators. Take a bit very special care about these operators, right? Sir, what this one? And r xr like this, right? Sir, make sure, sir, these operators we can apply for int type and for boolean types. Remember this one. For the int type you can apply, for the boolean types you can apply. By mistake, if you are trying to apply for any other type, immediately we are going to get error. Remember that. Sir, applicable only for int and boolean. Remember that, sir. Applicable only for int and boolean. By mistake, if you are trying to apply for any other, immediately we are going to get the error, sir. Make sure, sir. Very simple. If I can take 4 and 5, forget about the answer. I don't want talk about answer. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Array 4 and 5, is it valid or not? Yes, sir, because you can apply for the int type, no problem at all, sir. Valid. Next, I'm taking true and the true I'm taking. Forget about answers, sir. Don't worry about that, sir. Perfectly, this one is the valid, sir. 10.5 and the sir 2.6. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? This one is invalid. Are you getting that? This one itself is invalid, right? By mistake, if you are trying to take, then immediately we are going to get error, sir. Make sure. Okay, sir. Now take a bit very special care about this one, sir. Let me show this option, right, so that you will get some clarity. Take a bit special care, sir. 10.5, okay, and the 2.6. Is it valid or invalid? Array, please respond. Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Can you please read that error? Unsupported type for and operator, float and float you can't apply. But same thing you can able to take for the true, you can able to take for the false. Happily the corresponding output by default you are going to get, sir. Make sure you people should aware. Next, how the and operator is implemented here. Okay, bit by bit we have to apply, right? Bit by bit we have to apply, right? That's why, sir, bit by bit we require to apply. That's why if both the bits are 1, then the result is 1. And operator, right? Both bits are 1, the result is 1. Otherwise, the result is 0. Remember this one. Can you please spell out, sir? If both bits are 1, then only, sir, 1. Otherwise, then only 1. Otherwise, 0. Because internally, sir, binary values is going to be compared. Correct, man? Internally, binary values by default is going to be compared. Remember that bitwise memory level is going to be happen, sir. Next, here R operator also. Sir, can you please tell R operator? If at least 1 bit is 1, then 1, otherwise 0. Remember that. Sir, what is the next one, sir? What is the next one? What is this operator, sir? Anyone, can you please tell? XR. What is the meaning of XR? Array, anyone, can you please tell what is the meaning of XR? Exclusive R operator. What is the meaning of exclusive R? Either first one or second one, but not both. Remember that, but not both. Either first one or second one, but not both. Means if both arguments are different, sir. If the first one is 1, second one is 0. If the first one is 0, second one is 1. Both arguments are different, then 1, otherwise 0. Are you getting? Then 1, otherwise 0. Make sure, sir. So if both the bits are different, then 1, otherwise 0, sir. Remember that. Okay. Next, here, what is these operators are? Bitwise complement operator. Are you getting? Bitwise complement operator. You know, sir, what is the meaning of bitwise complement operator? 1 will become 0, and 0 will become 1. Remember that 1 will be replaced with 0, 0 will be replaced with 1, sir. Okay. Next, this is bitwise left shift operator. Bitwise left shift operator. Next, this one is nothing but bitwise right shift operator, right? Okay, bitwise right shift operator. Everyone can able to understand? Just I will explain. Don't worry about, sir. Okay, just aware the basic terminology, right? Sir, what is this bitwise? If you are going to apply bitwise, if both bits are 1, then the result is 1, otherwise 0. If R operator, if at least one bit is 1, then 1, otherwise is 0. Next, XR operator, if both bits are different, then 1, otherwise is 0. Sir, bitwise complement operator, okay, 1 will become 0, 0 will become 1. Next, left shift and the right shift. With the example, I will explain. Don't worry much about these things, right? Up to this is the clear? Yes? Are you getting? Seems to be some known terminology. That feeling you are getting, right? Array seems to be some known terminology. I hope you people are getting that feeling, I'm sure. Sir, now I'm taking, here take a bit very special case, sir, 4 and 5. Please tell what the answer. 4 and 5. Please tell what the answer. What output by default we are going to get, sir? 4 and 5. 4 and 5. What is the answer we are going to get? Respond. Very simple. Very simple. Better to apply binary representation. Okay, 4 means what? 1 0 0 1 0 0. 5 means what? 1 0 1. Apply bitwise 0 and 1 0 0 and 0 0 1 and 1 1. So the result is 1 0 0. 1 0 0 means what? 4 is the answer. Clear, right? Sir, we require to apply bitwise, right? Remember that we require to apply bitwise operator, right? Okay, make sure, sir, first these 2 bits I'm applying, next these 2 bits I'm applying, next these 2 bits I'm applying. It is the AND operator. If both bits are 1, then only 1, otherwise 0. Everyone can aware? Yes, man. Are you able to understand, right? Because we require to apply bitwise. That's why these operators are by default considered bitwise operator, right? Okay. Sir, now what is the answer by default we are going to get? 4, sir. Remember, sir, now observe that 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Are you getting 4 and 5? What is the answer? 4 is the answer. Clear? Yes, man. Are you able to understand? Okay, very simple. Can you please guide what is the remaining, man? 4 or 5? What is the answer? Please tell. 4 or 5? Please tell what is the answer we are going to get. Very simple. R symbol, R operator, right? R operator means if at least one bit is 1, then 1, otherwise returns 0. Please tell what the answer we are going to get. For this also, if you are telling wrong answer, what I have to do? I will give left and right. Think a bit carefully and then tell the answer. Okay, 4 or 5. Can you please observe? Observe that 4 means 1 0 0 1 0 0. 5 means 1 0 1 1 0 1. Okay. Now R operator 0 or 1. At least 1 is there. 1 0 or 0. Both are zeros 0. Here both are ones. Wonderful. 1 0 1. What is the value of 1 0 1, sir? 5 is the answer. Clear? Are you able to understand? What is the output by default we are going to get, sir? R operator 5 itself is the answer. Okay, 4 R 5. Okay, 5 is the answer. Are you getting? Yes, man. Something like it is a mathematics class, not Python class, it seems. It's matter of one session. Don't worry. Okay, 4 or 5. It's value the 5, sir. Next, yes, observe 4 XR 5. And please, man, now at least can you please tell correct answer? 2 cases already I covered, man. But still you are telling wrong answer means meaningless. I may get a bigger doubt on myself if you are telling wrong answer. Please. Tell what the correct answer. What the output you are going to get? 4 XOR 5. XOR means if both bits are different, then 1, otherwise 0. If both bits are different, then 1, otherwise 0. 4 XOR 5. Please. Can you please tell where you can, what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Yes? Okay? Very simple. Now you are telling wrong answer means I can't do anything. Just observe the 4 XOR 5. 4 XOR 5. XOR property exclusive are. If both bits are different, then 1, otherwise 0. Otherwise 0. 4 XOR 5. 4 XOR 5. Okay? Now 4. 4 means what? 1 0 0. 5 means what? 1 0 1. 5 means 1 0 1. Sir, 0 and 1, both are different, man. Both are different. 1. 0 0, both are same, man. 0. 1 1, both are same. 0. Then automatically 0 0 1. What about its value, sir? 1 is the answer. 0 0 1. What about its value? 1. 1 itself is the answer, sir. If I consider what output by default you are going to get, sir? 1 itself. Make sure, sir. Can you please tell 4 XOR 5? 4 XOR 5. Can you please spell out what output by default you are going to get, sir? 1 itself is the answer. Boom. All the remaining people, are you able to understand? Ray, are you able to understand, right? Why the word bitwise? Bitwise, we are always going to apply bitwise. First bits, second bits, a pair for the first pair of bits, second bits, third bits, like we are applying. That's why these operators are by default considered bitwise operators, right? Remember that, okay? So now take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? What is the next cinema, sir? Bitwise complement operator. But the next one we have to take bitwise complement operator. But anyway, in our programming, sir, very rare we are going to use all these things, sir. Don't worry about that, sir. But anyway, if you were well and good, even you don't know, sir, don't worry much about that. Okay? Sir, now my requirement is negation of 4 I'm taking. Can you please tell anyone what is the answer we are going to get now? Negation of 4 I'm taking. Huh? Good. Negation of 4 I'm taking. What is the answer we are going to get, man? Okay. Yes. Okay. This Python internally, how it is going to be implemented, how many bits are there, and so on. Sir, definitely it should be. Most of the times, do you know, integral values internally is going to be represented by using some 32-bit or 64-bit, some mechanism. They are not going to highlight internally how many bits are there and so on. Just observe that we require to apply for all the bits. Complement operation we require to apply for all the bits. Remember that, okay? Not for just the 3 bits and so on. Most of the people are going to feel, sir, what there 100, what there 100, then 4 means 100, then complement operator means 0 will become 1, 0 will become 1, 1 will become 0, then automatically 0 1 1 means 3 is the answer. Most of the people are feeling this one. Second possibility, sir, negation means minus symbol only, then automatically minus 4 is the answer. Some people are feeling like this, but very unfortunate, both are not correct answers. Are you getting? Both are not correct answers. Remember that, okay? What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Happily you are going to get minus 5 is the answer. Don't worry, sir. Don't worry much. Internally, how it is going to be happen, sir. The people who are interested, I will explain. Sir, negation of 4 I'm taking. Negation of 4. Can you spell out minus 5 or minus 3? Can you please cross check, sir? What output by default you are getting? Minus 5 itself is the answer, sir. Sir, a bit mathematical background must be required. The people who want to know this answer. Very simple, sir. Sir, assume 4 is going to be represented. Assume 4 is going to be represented in 32-bit. Legend. Sir, even you are not getting, don't worry. The people who can able to think, just a legend matter of 2 minutes. Overview I want to provide. I'm not going to explain. This much level you are not required to worry at all first. Memory level must be required. Sir, assume that 4. How it is going to be represented internally? Okay? Sir, 0 0 0 1 0 0. Because internally 32-bit representation. or 64-bit representation internally, sir, any int value, some memory level representation is there. Assume 32-bit representation, right? Assume that's a 32-bit representation, sir. That's all. This is about dot 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 100, right? Sir, in this, the people who want to know just a legend idea only I'm providing, not internal answer. Because in Python, you are very kids, you are not required to aware all these loopholes, right? Sir, is it positive number or negative number? Is it positive number or negative number? Can you please tell? Positive number, right? Now, do you know the first bit is by default considered as sign bit? Remember this one, sir. What are the first bits are? The first bit itself is considered as sign bit. Sir, 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number. 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number. Legend this a bit very carefully, sir. The most significant bit acts as sign bit. 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number. First point you people should aware. But anyway, this level is not required, man. Okay, but the people who are very much interested, you can aware. Sir, next 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number, right? Next, sir, do you know, sir, positive numbers will be represented directly in the memory. Positive numbers will be represented directly in the memory, but the negative numbers will be represented in 2's complement form. Remember this one, sir. Negative numbers will be represented in 2's complement form. These 2 points you people should aware. Sir, first bit, most significant bit acts as sign bit. Remember this, most significant bit acts as sign bit. 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number. Next, positive numbers will be represented directly in the memory like this, but the negative numbers will be represented in 2's complement form. Remember, are you able to understand? Are you keeping these points right in your mind? Yes, man. Are you able to understand? Okay, that's all. Now, it is a positive number. That's why 0 we require to take some. Make sure. Now, what I want to do is, sir, I want to apply negation of 4. Are you getting negation of 4? Sir, now this negation you require to apply for all the bits, right? Not only for the last 3 bits. Then automatically, can you please tell what is the output? All zeros will become 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Next, this 1 will become 0. Next, this 1 will become 0. Next, and after that, 0 will become 1. 0 will become 1. Sir, is it complement operator am I applying or not? Please respond. Complement operator am I applying or not? Yes, after complement, now the result is something like this. Okay. Now, what is the most significant bit? Hurry, what is the most significant bit? 1. Most significant bit 1. 1 means what? 1 means what? It is a negative value. 1 means what? It is a negative value. Remember that, sir. 1 most significant bit is 1. 1 means what? It is a negative value. If it is the negative value, then the remaining bits represent. Then the remaining bits represent in 2's complement form. The value in 2's complement form. Remember that, sir. Negative numbers will be represented in 2's complement form. How to find 2's complement form? First, we have to find 1's complement and then add 1. Sir, find 1's complement. Sir, 1 will be replaced with 0. 0 will be replaced with 1. Next, 0 will become 1 and like this. Sir, this is the 1's complement. 1's complement means very simple. 0 will be replaced with 1. 1 will be replaced with 0. Because, okay, like this is the 1's. Add 1 for this. 0 plus 1, 1. Next 0. Next 1. All the remaining bits are 0, 0, 0, 0 only. Sir, 0, 0, 0, 0 and so on 1, 0, 1. What about its value, sir? 101 means 5. Okay, it is already negative because of most significant bit. Minus 5 is the answer. Are you able to understand, right? Almost, do you know, don't feel by seeing this one, sir, Python is a very difficult subject and so on. Oh, one is going to do like this. Don't worry, sir. Okay. No one is going to aware this much level. Don't worry, sir. This is about memory level. Sir, You are too great, sir. You are explaining all these things. Nothing, man. In my Java, all these things are there. That's why I know all these. Okay, remember. Are you able to understand, right? Sir, just for your interest sake, just I showed the test internally, memory level, all these things you people should aware, right? Is it clear? Sir, how the bitwise complement operator is going to work? Are you getting? Because, sir, you are not required to worry this much level, right? Okay, that's all. Now, these are various memory level things. The people who really require, just for them. The people who don't know, just ignore these things, man. That's all. I hope everyone can able to understand. Everyone can able to understand, right? Okay. Now I'm taking negation of true, sir. What the answer? Negation of true. What the answer? Don't tell wrong answer. Don't tell wrong answer. Negation of true. What the answer? Remember. Is it bitwise complement or not? Yes. This is the bitwise complement, sir. Bitwise complement operator. Negation of true means so you require to apply bitwise. True means one. True means one. Internally, sir, negation of one. Negation of one. Negation of one means, do you know? Once again, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Next, apply, apply bitwise complement operator. Then automatically it will become apply bitwise complement operator. Then automatically it will become 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Last one is the 0. Next, most significant bit is 1. That's why the remaining bits is going to represent in 2's complement form. For the remaining bits, apply 1's complement first, and then apply 1's complement first, and then add 1, because plus 1 I require to add. Sir, for this, add 1, automatically the output 1 plus 1 means 0, 0 plus 1 means 1. All the remaining bits are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 only. Sir, last 0, 1, 0. What about its value, sir? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. What about its value? 2, sir. Already it is a negative number. Then automatically minus 2 is the answer by default you will get. Are you getting right? Okay, minus 2 itself is the answer by default you are going to get, sir. Okay, now negation of true, sir. Negation of true. What is the output? By default we are going to get, sir. Sir, that's all. Minus 2 itself is the answer. Clear, right? Are you able to understand? Okay, it is memory level representations. Don't worry that much, man. No one is going to ask what is the negation of true and so on. Okay, that's all. Especially highly seriously recommendation. Okay, today lesson whatever I covered, better to review once again. Sir, mostly another half an hour or 15 minutes it will be uploaded in the YouTube. Happily just you can go through that. Okay, sir, next within few minutes our team is going to share, okay, the first unit of the material, sir. Okay, don't worry, sir, just go through that. If you are having any doubts, I will explain. Don't worry about that. Next, Python is not this much difficult, because if I'm covering all these things, that's why you people may feel, sir, in your regular Python classes no one is going to talk like this. Don't worry, but if you are following, then you can follow, otherwise you can ignore. Don't worry about that. Clear? Are you able to understand? No response. Are you able to understand? Okay, sir, this is about what you people should be aware, sir. Sir, in the next cinema, okay, next session we will talk about remaining operators. Don't worry, mostly 1 or 2 sessions I will complete these operators concept, right? Okay, that's all. Next, happily we required to talk about remaining things. All the remaining are very easy. Sir, Python is very difficult, like, because we are talking internal things. That's why you may feel. No one is suggesting all these things you should aware. Okay, if you aware, well and good. If you are not aware, then it's too good. Don't worry, sir. Okay, tomorrow we will meet for the continuation point, right?